California before we start heading east. Down for a Progressive pre-race report to Jenny Tapp.
Jason Anderson and Malcolm Stewart crashed last weekend, but there's no bad blood between the two. Jason told me that in Supercross, you have to be able to let it go and get over it quickly. Malcolm said that they came together, they spoke, they shook hands, and they both have respect for each other, and they want the fans to see that they're over this as well.
It was a big hit, Jenny. I mean, he got launched off of that thing when they made contact. They've solved it, settled their differences, and moved on. And I'm sure there'll be some more ruffled feathers after the next 15 laps.
That was an exciting exchange of positions there. Both the guys going down. Anderson, lucky he didn't get landed on. He was in the other lane.
Remember, these guys are going to get a huge break, some 8 weeks, before we see them back in competition again in April in Houston. How are you going to go into that break? Are you going to be on the positive side, feeling the momentum, or wishing you'd done something different? Here we go, gate drop time. Guys pushing wide off into the grass, and Dean Wilson comes out with the early lead.
Look at Malcolm in second, making the move here.
Seeley in the back having problems coming through with the 21. And where is Anderson?
He's right next to Seeley. Actually,
yes.
He just went by Seeley.
Right up in the thick of things, Jeff, you're correct.
Cooper Webb stuck back there just behind Seeley also.
So the battle is on. There's Nelson on the 50 and Anderson right there with him on the 17.
Well, if you're Mitch Payton and all the boys at Pro Circuit, this is exactly how you wanted this race to go. their guy, Dean Wilson, third in points out front of this main event.
And it's exactly what Wilson would like too, isn't it? If he takes the win, all that momentum goes his way now. Should have won Oakland, had a mechanical problem, did win Anaheim. And if he can win here tonight, in your mind you're thinking, you know what, I really won 3 in a row, didn't I?
Yeah, but how interesting is it that we've got Seeley and Anderson? Well, they were together. It looks like Seeley may get past Nelson here.
Anderson is by Nelson. Here comes Seeley, pressuring the 50.
If I'm Seeley, I know what I'm thinking right now. Hey, I gotta go with Anderson. I gotta stick with this guy. I gotta get to the finish with him because if at all possible, I gotta beat this guy.
Seeley has led the most laps this year, 52 in the books at the front of the field. But if the races were 14 and a half laps, he would be. Oh, Wilson is down. Wilson crashes out of the lead. What happened to him? He's going again.
That's that rhythm section right before the finish. Oh, he's looking down. Something's
got a problem.
Probably got a tweak lever, huh?
Wilson all the way back to 10th and dropping as he tries to figure out if he can ride that Pro Circuit number 15. He's right behind Ferris. That pushes him back to 14th.
It looks like he's looking down once again. Oh, another rider down.
I think that was It was on the 737.
You know what? Hey, I'm thinking his front brake might be stuck on. Maybe the lever's bent. Something's going on.
Yeah.
Let's see. Watch Wilson here.
Okay, now this is the last turn. He's going to go outside and double, triple. Makes a mistake, clips the tough off, goes over the bars and really plowed in. And I think you're right, Jeremy, because we noticed just before we went to the replay, the front wheel would stop spinning over that big double. So that's going to be problems for him to even finish this main event.
So guess who's leading? Justin Hill on the 35.
Nice little momentum. We saw him last week put in his best finish. This guy's riding really good.
Yeah, and remember, Hill was second to Seeley in that heat race earlier tonight, so he's got a pretty good night going.
And he's third in the championship, 22 markers back as we see Wilson being attended to by the Pro Circuit staff.
This is going to be just devastating. We talked so much about momentum and having everything go right in this race as you go into this long break. And for Wilson, that one's going to sting because he had the start out front doing exactly what he needed to do. His competitors in the championship that are ahead of him were back in the pack a little bit, and a blown opportunity for Dean Wilson.
The most impressive statement that Justin Hill has made to me this year. It came a week ago in Anaheim. He said during track walk, he told me, he goes, you know I can not only ride with these guys, but I can leave them behind after getting his first podium the week before in Oakland. And guess what? He's doing it now as you see Wilson.
Oh, man, Wilson just disgusted right now. And that crash could have been avoided right there. And that is just a bummer.
Yeah, and that's unfortunately totally on him.
Yeah, and that's one, you know, Jeff, we've been in this position. This is one you're going to replay over and over and over. How did that happen?
Yeah, and he just has the high of winning last week, and now this low. You can see a lot of emotion coming out of him. It's his helmet on, trying to fix the bike. But, I mean, to even salvage a couple points is going to be really difficult. There go the goggles, and there goes Wilson.
There goes a night for sure for Wilson, and a long break coming for him, while his teammate, meanwhile, Justin Hill, just his 12th career start, that third earlier this year. That was at Oakland, and boy, Hill could be moving to the top step of the podium here tonight. His brother won on the big bikes. Justin looking to match his big brother on the 250s here tonight.
And just in the background, you can see the 34, Malcolm Stewart on that Troy Lee Honda, but he's got the 17 in the rearview mirror. He's got,
there he goes. Anderson is by.
He's got him in the windshield now.
Yes, he does.
Well, and Seeley's the one that's watching this happen in front of him. He hears the crowd here at Qualcomm Stadium. Fantastic crowd going wild here as they see Anderson move his way through the pack. And if you're Seeley, that's the motivation, because you're seeing the 17 start to disappear.
Oh, yeah.
And so does the points lead. The gap now is 4 the way they run in the points. There goes Webb.
Whoa.
Tell you what, though, how about
Seeley? Well, he's not running
Webb's
well at all.
lapper. His goggles are off. Visor's broken.
He's in 19th. He had a crash
Yeah.
earlier. Seeley goes by him, holding down 4th. Well, Anderson has been real good at stalking the leader and then taking the lead right on the last half a lap of the race. The 97, that's Ingalls. He's deep.
McElrath.
McElrath is on the 87. There he
Currently
is.
fifth.
He's in 5th. You're right.
Another one of those Troy Lee Designs riders there.
Putting in a nice ride. Had a nice heat race earlier.
Tell you what, though, looking at these lap times up front, they finally, Hill was 3rd fastest last time around, and Anderson was your fastest. McElrath, I'm sorry, Nelson right here. Take a look at him now. Troy Lee has so many guys out there in this West Coast Championship. You really got to get a good look at the number. You can't just use the colorways on the gear of the bike to figure it out.
There's a few of them out there.
How about Champion here? Pretty
Scott
solid
Champion.
ride.
Yeah, he's running in 7th.
Having a nice ride.
Scott on the Slayton back Yamaha.
He's 4th in his heat race, too.
Watching
That's
Lieb on
89.
the 89 now.
Michael Lieb, yeah.
Michael Lieb on his Honda. Then we drop back. Here's Dakota Tedder on the number 83 in 9th. So you take a look deep into the top 10.
There's Wilson.
This could be Tedder's career best finish if he can hang on here to that 9th place finish. And Wilson going again. Wilson scored in 22nd in timing and scoring, 3 laps down.
3 laps down. Orban, he's shown in 21st. He's out. So if Wilson can work his way into a 20th, a 19th, that's when he'll start picking up some more points. You are awarded 1 for 20th through 22nd.
Well, unfortunately for Wilson, what's going to happen is some guys are going to have to go out of this race. And we don't like to see anything like that happen to anybody. But with being 3 laps down is a real tough position.
It was 2008 in the Metrodome in Minneapolis, Minnesota, where Josh Hill got his career win on the big bikes, and it might be 2014 here in San Diego, where little brother Justin gets his first career win on the 250.
I mean, and look at how he's riding. He's riding flawless. Like I mentioned, as he race, uses a lot of body English, likes to flick the bike around. He's kind of got that youthful energy, right? That we're just really working it. And now, I mean, he's got about a 4-second lead over Anderson, so pulling away from the rider that has been so dominant this year.
Well, as he said,
a 48.5.
As he said in that quote, Jeff, he believes not only that he belongs here, but that he can pull away from these guys, and he's doing it.
He's proven it here tonight, and this is his style of track. He's a really good jumper, right? He's really good through these rhythm sections, really technical.
And Anderson, after the way his night began, I would believe for him a second place and the points lead going into the break would be okay.
I would agree with that, Ralph. Anderson's had a kind of a rough start to the night. Main event's going pretty well. He's not too worried about Hill, I don't think, in the point situation. As long as he's pulling away from third, anything can happen. We know
there's
that.
3 laps to go. We know the 17 of Jason Anderson. This guy takes it all the way to the checkered flag. I've never seen anything like it.
Hey, he just needs half a lap, right?
And so as Hill, being the leader, gets into the lapped riders first, if he misses a rhythm section, has to take a bad line through the whoops, all of a sudden, well, it was 4-second lead last time. Anderson was 0.8 of a second faster this time, so closed it up quite a bit. Anything can happen. We
know that. Yeah, we know that. I mean, he's definitely a master of the last lap, and when he sees that white flag, he throws up a really nice lap time. And we all know Justin Hill's been working very hard. I mean, he is out front and deservedly so.
Malcolm Stewart running along here in third, can find himself on the podium, has one career podium, came at 8-2. Didn't really get a chance to celebrate that one because that was with Anderson's issue that night.
But the thing that's different for Justin Hill is he's never been in this position before. All of a sudden you start thinking, okay, we got 2 laps to go, about a lap and a half for him right now. We're looking at Malcolm Stewart. Hill's going to be thinking, okay, wait, I can win this. And so it's really important for him to stay in the moment, especially not to think about Jason Anderson being behind him. And Hill obviously is focused. There's his brother Josh taking a look at him watching this because Justin just pulled out again. He's got a 4-second lead because he just had the fastest lap once again.
Josh looking pretty pumped for his little brother, too. Look, you can tell he's right with him.
I think what Justin Hill has going for him for sure is this 4-second gap. I mean, we've seen him race hard to the finish. I mean, this kid's got the strength to go 15 laps.
You know what I think he has with him is the fact that he believes he can do this.
That's right.
As it's on that final lap. He said it a week ago in Anaheim. You know what? I can run with these guys, I can beat these guys, and I can leave these guys. And he has left them here tonight. And he is half a lap away from his first career win as we watch Wilson, who's now scored in 21st.
All right, Hill coming up on some lapped riders, including his teammate. He took a look over his shoulder in those rhythm sections to find out where Anderson's at. 4 seconds back.
Boy, it
Hill
will be
outstanding here tonight.
It will be the highs and lows of the sport at the Pro Circuit team for the next 8 weeks for the West guys. Checkered flag awaits. His first career win for Justin Hill. Yes, he gets it done, and Big Brother rode with him all the way.
Oh, man, that was nice, too. Dominating fashion. Very nice. Congratulations,
Remember your first win? Vegas, right?
Oh, yeah.
Vegas 90.
Oh, yeah, 1990.
Oh, man. That was a long time ago for both of us. Wow.
Man, dinosaur age.
Yeah. Well, look at that. Look at that. Like, so full of energy right now. Just ecstatic right there. Just
he's ready for another 15 laps.
Hey, you know how those goes. He could ride another whole race right now. Line it up. Line it up.
He executed it perfectly. Got a little bit lucky. His teammate goes down, put himself in the right position.
And now time to celebrate with that Pro Circuit crew. Malcolm Stewart gives him a hug. We'll be right back to hear from him. There's a smile of a winner right there. Justin Hill did it. He's got that first career win. Here's how it came about with our Toyota replay of the race.
Well, watch, this is the SX Mo right here going across the finish line. Nice little flick of the bike right there. Kid's got great style, and I remember a couple years ago his older brother Josh going, watch and wait to see what Justin has. This kid can ride some Supercross.
Well, let's meet him. He's with Jenny.
Justin Hill just told me he thought he'd be a little bit more emotional here, but it might set in a little later because this is your first career podium, first place finish. Unbelievable. You tell me every time we talk, you've been working so hard. Has it paid off?
Yeah, I mean, this is what I work for, you know. I mean, I've been working a lot. My team's been behind me 100%. And yeah, I did think I'd be a little bit more like emotional at this point, but you know, I just think it's because it's been long overdue. You know, I've been feeling so good for so long. So, hey, we got it done tonight. You know, that's all I can say. I can't give it up enough to my team. And Monster Energy, Pro Circuit Kawasaki, my mechanic Justin, Mitch, Bones, Maxima. It's a big deal for them this weekend. And man, just everybody behind me. They're really getting me to this point, and I can't thank everybody enough. Johnny Louch pushed me the whole way. Sent everybody back home. And
your family's been instrumental in your career, and Josh gave you that big hug. I just saw your mom give you a hug as well. What does their support mean to you?
It means everything to me just because it's a family sport. You know, we grew up racing together, driving to the races in a motorhome as a family, you know, doing my schoolwork, homeschooled on the road. And it's a big deal to have everybody here that's helped me so far to just help share this moment with me. It's awesome.
Good to see that big smile on your face. Ralph, back to you guys.
Oh, it is a family sport. There's no doubt about it, Jenny. And here's our progressive pass of the race.
Take a look here at Jason Anderson. Watch how he quads in to the inside of Malcolm Stewart. Comes in with some authority. Anderson's been doing this all season, and that is the type of moves that has propelled him once again into the lead of this championship.
As you look at the results, Anderson, his 4th podium of the year. He's got 3 wins and now a 2nd. And he's going to have that red plate when we see him in action at Houston in April when these guys go back to racing. Wilson 21st after he looked like he had the lead and possibly a win early on in this one. Back to the podium, here's Jenny once again.
Jason Anderson with his 4th podium of the year. You've reclaimed the points lead. Going into this break now, how confident are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling really good, you know, with the points, how it is, you know, just felt like I did damage control. I got a little nervous out there just because, you know, you think points, which is something you don't want to do, but, you know, I'm just pumped that I did it out here with my sick year. You know, One Industries did a good job this weekend, and they're all here as a local race for them. Everyone at KTM, you know, there's a bunch of executives that are out here to watch me, and I'm pumped I did good for them. And, you know, just Rockstar Energy Racing and Motorsport and Liette Brace and Cannondale and Alpine, you know, just everyone. There's a ton of people, and I'm just pumped to be up here again.
Well, he's going to go into the break with a very positive feel. As you take a look at the points, Anderson's got 4 markers on Seeley, but boy, I'll tell you what, if either one of them hiccups, Justin Hill's going to be right there.
Yeah, that was a nice race for Justin Hill. Very nice to get that first win.
Now let's go meet Malcolm Stewart, who's 6th in the points with Jenny.
Malcolm Stewart with your 2nd podium, but the first time you're celebrating up here. How did you do it tonight, and how confident were you throughout that race?
Oh, man, I was real confident. I got a good start, and, man, it feels so good to be up here finally officially, and I couldn't have done it, you know, without my Lucas Oil MAV TV bike, you know. Everybody's been riding really good. I definitely congrats to Jason and congrats to Justin Hill. You know, he deserved it, and I feel really good, man. It's a dream come true for me to finally be up here, so I just want to wish my brother good luck, and hopefully he gets on the podium, so it'll be both of the brothers up here.
Be a big night for the brothers. Congrats.
Well, another aspect of the family side.